Hello everybody and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt. And today, I like the confused opening, it's my favorite type. Today what we're going to do is finish getting the aluminium going, and then hopefully we make just a bunch of stuff. That's the plan. And whether that works or not, I guess we'll find out very soon. So what I believe we're going to do here, this might need to change later. But now we're just going to grab this and get this crushed iron ore out of the way. Are we creating another bus? It does look like it, doesn't it? That's already a state for a giant concern, but you know what? I don't care. Sometimes you gotta create a bus.
Thanks for your support.
Hey!
Toastless man just resubscribed
So,
for 4 months. Almost forgot to do this. Embarrassed smiley face.
oh, embarrassed smiley face. Hey, Toastless, thank you for the 4 months and thank you for the Prime. Really appreciate it, my dude. Meow meow, meow meow, as they say. As I have to say, otherwise I'll get in trouble because I didn't meow correctly or enough. It happens. Happens to the best of us. You gotta remember to meow. Okay, so we're going to put this iron ore back into here. That's gonna be a problem. That's a problem for a later day, though. And input priority that side. Okay, great. That's alright, my dude. I don't know why I'm saying my dude so much. That's who I am as a person now. I'm the sort of person who says my dude. I don't know how I feel about this new SeiferKatt, but, you know, it's just how life is. I now say my dude. My dude. Pretty dude. Anyway. So that should get the iron ore coming along. Yep, and that'll sort itself out. But don't worry about the iron ore. It just exists. It's just living its best life. My dude. Could be, could be. Speaking of which, didn't the sky come out today? I don't know. I think it might have, actually. I have to look that up. It's certainly threatening to come out in the near future. Okay. So that's good, that's good. I don't think we're getting rid of sludge yet. That's probably something we need to do. I'll get rid of sludge. You know what? Sludge? We've already got a thing that gets rid of sludge. It's... Actually, hang on. We do already have a thing that gets rid of sludge. It's literally right there. So if we say... do that... do that... do that... Oh ho ho! Look who's sending the sludge to town. It's me. I'm sending the sludge to town. Okay, that gets the sludge out of the way, and it'll probably, they'll probably work that sludge. Oh yeah, work that sludge, girl. Mm-hmm, yeah. What? I don't know. Girl, you gotta work that sludge. Okay, and then we gonna get these aluminium carbides. Now, we can't do anything with it right now except turn to aluminium hydroxide and methane, which I don't. Oh, I can just vent it. That's not power though, is it? I'd need oxygen. Oh, I'd need to like burn it. That makes sense. Okay. So it's not difficult to do anything with. We just gotta. We gotta get water. Do we have like some freshwater things? Can we like get some water pumps? Can we do that? Do we have water pumps yet? I'm pretty sure we have the tech for it. I just don't know if we've ever actually built them. There we go. We need pump 2s and some stone bricks and some filters. You know what? Let's go make those now because I think we've got this here that wants us to use fresh water. So let's use fresh water. Let's. That is a science requirement. Aha! Yes. So what do we need for a pump two? We'll make this by hand. I usually hate doing this. We need rubber and a motor. Well, that's actually, both of those are really easy to make. Rubber and motor 2. Okay. Well, there's motors, and the rubber is there. Okay. That's easier than I thought it was going to be. Then we need to get some stone bricks and some filters. Now, if I know how my inventory works, I probably can make the stone bricks out of just random shit that I've got. And filters, which exist in a far-off nebulous space called the Spaghetts. Revenge of the Spaghetts. Okay. So that's going to pump groundwater. Which I don't know if we have to filter groundwater at all. We'll have a look. This makes what? Fresh water. Okay. But we want fresh water. We do. That's fine. How much power does it cost to do this, actually? 50 kilowatts to pump it. Okay. Fresh water. We can vent it. That's pointless. We can get wastewater. That's good, I suppose. We can turn it into steam. Quite a bit of steam, mind you. Which means we would no longer need to build things next to... Oh. We can turn into seawater, which I guess that kind of makes sense. Okay, so we could turn fresh water... I like how fresh water isn't actually pure water. Like it's a little bit of crap. So fresh water is... the noises that windmills make when there's no wind. Can't hear it. It's a very soft hum, but I'm gonna try again. No, you know what? It's so quiet. I'm humming, and it's just not being picked up by the microphone. And then sometimes people go, "Oh, those windmills are not making any power. We always told the government they were useless." You know, that's the other thing you get. Just some like freaking person being like, "I know better than the government." How you doing, Dave? I thought you weren't going to be here today. I thought you said you couldn't make it on Mondays. Oh wait, today's Monday, right, for you? I don't know. Is today Monday? Monday's for me, but I don't know if it's Monday for you. And we want to ditch the wastewater. Okay, that is actually still a bit of a problem. That's alright, we can ditch wastewater. It's easy enough. This is the last stream you get to watch for a while. Oh, that's alright, man. I'm going to be sad to see you gone, but, you know, you'll be back, I'm sure. Still Sunday in Hawaii. Huh, what is Hawaii up to? Get out of there, Hawaii. You can't be trusted. You don't deserve extra Sunday. The Sunday, like, you know, I think they deserve extra Sunday. I apologize, Hawaii. Who am I to say? SeiferKatt over here telling Hawaii what it can and can't have. Bit rude. Okay, and then we're going to chemical plant this. How much carbide is this going to make? It's going to make 240 per minute. How much is this going to use? Nothing unless you actually set it up properly. Ooh, actually, that might need to be expanded a little bit more than I thought. That'll do it, I think. Alright, well when you can, you know, I'll be here. And we want to... We just want to vent this. I'm not here for the methane game. We do it like this. We can probably do it better. Yeah, it's much better. We are about to run out of belts. Hey Tara, how you doing? We put one there, and then one there. That should do the trick. With the addition, that'll give you a little bit more belts to work with. No, not enough though, that's the problem. Unless you be sneaky. I don't know if I can be this sneaky. I want to use these ones. Input priority is that side, obs. You're right, that isn't going to line up. Thank you. Quite right. I always mess that up. One day I'll get it. Okay. That has allowed me to make no new technologies. I'm actually a little offended by that. That's alright. Whatever. It's like I did that work. I used the water. I should be able to get stuff, but it's like, nah, you don't. Doesn't work that way, my dude. I don't know why I'm saying my dude so much today. What's up with that? I've become like 10 times cooler than I'm allowed to be. Than I'm legally allowed to be. Okay. And yes, people will judge me on how cool I am legally allowed to be. As they damn well should. Man, you got that thing written down on a notepad or something, buddy? You're sweet. Alright. So, how much do I need? I think 3 wagons. Oh, I have room for 3 wagons. 2 wagons it is! Actually, you know what? There's totally room for 3 wagons. Hey, Vundu and Party, how is everyone doing? Welcome. I do not have a sound for that yet. I really should do that. Thank you, Veldek, for giving the shout out to Vundu. How was Binding of Isaac? I don't usually see you playing that. You having fun with Binding of Isaac? Hello, Veldek. Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3. Heck, we could even have a 4th one here, but we're not going to. 3's enough. It was a good time. Did you beat Mother? Mom, as Americans say. Mom. I know I'm saying it weirdly. I could stop, but I refuse. Nice. The important thing is that you beat Mom. So it sounds so weird saying it like that. I know it's how people say it, but it just sounds weird to me. Team Mum. Which actually means something completely different if you say that, usually. Alright, so we've got most of that sorted out. We've got a train. I even got pick. Wonderful. So what do we need? We need more belts. We need more... We just need things. That's not news. Actually, we've got plenty of those. We just need regular belts. Which we should have right here. Why am I writing out stops instead of symbols? The problem I had with symbols last time, and it wasn't a problem I had often, but every now and then I had it where, alright, thanks for coming by, thanks for the raid, was like things that started to look similar. Like if you had a look at a symbol, could you tell the difference between steel and iron? Sure, looking at each other right now, you can see the difference. It's pretty clear. What about if it's smaller? What about plastic and steel? It's like, it's really easy to make a mistake when it's a very small symbol. So while it looked pretty and I liked it, I think I would be happier actually just having the full words. I know, it's not as fun, but it's more reliable that I'm less likely to make a weird mistake. And I did make weird mistakes occasionally in the last run. So I'd really prefer to avoid that whenever possible. I think everyone can sort of understand to some degree. Okay. Okay, and then we've got to... Now I've got to like just flex a little bit. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna do something real quick. I'm just gonna just do a balancer. Don't worry about it, there's no big thing. I just do balancers all the time by hand. I messed it up, but that's okay, because I know how I messed it up and it's easily fixed. Because that's just the sort of person I am. I break things, but I also just make amazing balancers. Look at that. That's a balancer you can be proud of. I think I messed it up. He talks a big game, but he still messes it up occasionally. I think it's like that, isn't it? Or is it that? I feel like it's not that. I love that. I'm like so proud of my balances, and I'm like, hang on, I don't remember how a balancer works. I've got a balancer over here that I can go look at. Oh, it'd actually be faster to just Google balancer. Yeah, alright, let's do it the boring way. Factorio. I start talking Factorio and it's like balancer 4 to 4. I'm like, doesn't he look shit? You don't do it back on the way out. Yeah, no need to split again. That's right. I like that I just type F and it's like Factorio balancer 4 to 4. I'm like, little shit. I don't need that sass from you. Technically, it's a 1 to 4. They know what I'm doing because I've typed this multiple times before. It's not like the first time I've forgotten how to do this. It's not my first rodeo in forgetting. Never forgetting the spaghetti. Never forgetting the balances. It should be. I forgotty the balances. Okay, so if this connects, it should split it well between the three. Yeah, that... I know what I've done wrong. Then we bring that back around. Put it back in there. There we go. That's good. And the crowd goes absolutely wild. It does have the same effect when I press the button. It just feels like a desperate cry for help when I press the button. But I don't need help. Look, I made the balancer all by myself without checking Google. Alright, no one's gonna believe that. They all know I checked Google. That's alright. Okay, but the point is we've got aluminium now. Blueprint it. Ooh, that would be an interesting plan. Blueprint the balancer? Panda agrees fervently. Panda, what am I doing? Something with aluminium. Nice. She's so excited. I mean, I said I was actually blueprinting the balancer, but it was at the aluminium, so I suppose you're still kind of right. Yeah, good job. Proud of you. Put it in my library. Yeah, I suppose I should. Yeah, that's probably even better, right? Put it in my library. That way I don't lose it for later. Oh my goodness. You have blueprints. It's not a library of books, I'm afraid, Panda. It's a library of Factorio things. Oh, wow. Okay, she said I just got a little attractive and then nah. Rude. She's joking. She knows I'm super attractive. Yep, I know. You don't need to say that. I know. I know. Thank you. Love you too. Be sweet. I need to figure out how to like be able to have two microphones on here, so that way I can be like click and click one on, and then so she can sass me in public. You know what they say, sass in public, not in private. It's not what they say, but they should. Okay, so I gotta go get some fuel. Graphite doesn't burn, does it? No. Strange, you'd think it would. I've absolutely set fire to a pencil before. I haven't actually set fire to a pencil before, but if I had, it'd probably be because of the wood in the pencil rather than the graphite. But as said, I haven't done that before, so I'm just trying to be cool to like impress people. Which, you know, usually has sort of a mixed results. Sometimes it works. Okay, so we're still trying to get my fuel. Now, fuel would be acquired over here. In fact, at some point we need a PAX train. That's actually doing pretty well. I'm actually kind of surprised how well that's doing. I have not unlocked better miners yet. No, that's still not happened. Why is that train loading or unloading unevenly? Which one? Oh, this one? Because it takes from that side first. That's okay. Suppose if we had a balancer, that would probably make it better in future, wouldn't it? But where are we going to find a balancer, guys? I legit don't know. This work? With only one output? I'd say it would hurt. I mean, it might hurt. But you know what? Maybe I enjoy being hurt. Oh, he's gone wild with balancing power. I'm not sure that's actually going to work, but that's okay. It doesn't need to work. I just need to look cool. Yes, old Sharky, I did get the new PC, and it is glorious. It is a very nice PC. It is very colorful. Yeah, it glows. Like it's got full RGBs in there. So it glows in the front. It's got a side case there. Kind of crazy. Is it red? The case is black, but the lights can be red. So, you know, the lights make it go faster. That's a valid point. Yeah, red lights always, you know, the red ones do go faster. We know this as a fact. Yeah, you're quite right, Dave. Yeah, it's really nice. I'm really happy with it. You know what, guys? I think we need to just do another little bit of a... So, you know, very happy with the new PC. I've broken it. I've done and broken it for no reason. Oh, he's gone and broken it, guys. Okay, that's fine. We'll just have to do it properly. I've put that in the worst place. Okay, let's try this. Put that there, pick that up. Okay, good. Now, we're going to use the balancer, which probably doesn't work the way I've... How's Calidus? Calidus is doing well, man. Thanks for asking. Ooh. That's not going to work that way. That'll work that way, though. What if we move this like one notch down? That'd probably be pretty good. Splitter at the end and one belt off that. What, like that? Is that what you're saying? If so, that kind of makes sense. That's what you mean. Okay. I probably need to fix the other one to do that, but that's alright. It's an easy fix. We ran out of belts. We've done goofed it. We've done goofed it. My lads. My dudes. Water one balancer only needs the balances you currently have at the end. Guys, we're getting into too much experimental territory with balances. I'm afraid. I'm very scared. I don't know if I can handle this. Or splitters, only 3 are needed. Well, it's probably better than what it was before. That's how I'm gonna... It's not experimental, it's math. Oh god, experimental math! Now I'm really in trouble. I thought it was experimental engineering, but it's experimental math. Oh god. I can't survive this level of experiments. You have no idea, you're just suggesting things. That's alright, man. It's how anyone really gets by in this world, as far as I'm concerned. Math like Schrodinger's Norway. Like Schrodinger's cat, you mean? Or is Norway not real? Is that the point you're making? I think Norway's real. I was about to say I've met people from Norway, but no, I realize now that they're sweet. Okay. Oh, crud. Crap box! Oh, wait. When you put the things in the crap box, you can't just take them back out of the crap box and hope that solves something. It doesn't solve anything. Okay, well, I'm glad you clarified that, because for a moment there I wouldn't have understood what you're talking about. Okay. So now what I'd like to do... if I get the chance... if I can do this... I don't think it's going to work the way I want it to. Oh, but... if I pull this out... dedication is always strong, man. You gotta be dedicated. Well, I mean, New Zealand has a smaller population, so New Zealand also doesn't exist. Congratulations, we've had this conversation before. Okay. So... actually... oh, I've gone one more than I needed to. Ah, it's okay. What am I trying to do? Man, What makes you think I ever know what I'm trying to do? I'm just trying to make it a little bit tidier. Make it tight. There we go. Then, this is going to be the drop-off point for aluminium ingots. Okay. And then what we can do... Yeah, but New Zealand's not on maps. Norway is. So, checkmate. Okay, so this should deal with most of my aluminium problem. I made a mistake by picking up from the crap box. You know you should never pick up from the crap box, Seif. What did you do? What did you do? I could just keep repeating what did you do, but I don't know what I did. I picked up from the crap box. Yeah, you know what? That's on me. Fair enough. It's 100% on me. Okay, so how are we doing? We've got that. We need to now figure out how to get into the Ingot Spot, which shouldn't be too difficult. What were we lacking? Were we lacking anything? I don't think so. Hey Nexus, how are you doing? You have returned. Congratulations. Oh, honestly, it doesn't really ever cross my mind. People will redeem the mask when they redeem the mask. That's okay. They can redeem the mask when they're ready. Did aluminium get figured out? Yeah, pretty much. Now we just gotta get some signals and then bring the aluminium up here and we're done. How was your long journey, Nexus? Did you survive? Was there trials and tribulations? Hey, Fraser. You gotta watch out for trials. Sometimes trials come with tribulations, sometimes they don't. You gotta assume that they're going to come with tribulations, but you can't just make that assumption. I don't know, you returned. I assume there was a journey. Tell me you returned from somewhere. Otherwise, what was the journey? What was the real friends the journey you made along the way? Okie dokie. Have I run out of plastic yet? Nah, man, I got tons of plastic. Probably. No, we got tons of plastic. I'm currently trying to figure out where I put my signals. They're over there. I can see them. They're over there. We got 50 signals on there. That's actually not enough, but that's okay. Explosives win. That's a little bit further away, unfortunately. Where are you going? You're going to the iron. Okay. And you don't like going there because we don't have these there yet. That'll make you happy? You'll go now? You'll go now. I don't know where this track's leading to, but I like it regardless. It's just a planned track. Put the water in there. Put the fuel in there. I can't help but notice we've got no aluminium coming right now. Oh yeah, these trains are heckin' slow. It's so funny. Okay, we've got no caustic fluid. Yeah, the trains go at a top speed of 100 kilometers per hour. They are not super quick. But they're adorable! And that'll have to do. Okay, so... wait, I just remembered what we've missed. We need auxiliary valves. Chlorine win. Chlorine is already a huge problem. We got a lot of chlorine. Okay, we need auxiliary valves. That's why it's all jammed up. I remember this. I can't... I need cliffs, explosives. It's so annoying that they don't exist. It's alright. We need some of these. And I am here to pick up auxiliary valves. Which we don't currently have. Gonna have to pick them up from here. 18 will do it. Do I have any explosives at all? Nah, man. Explosives are like a while away. So we're just gonna have to live with the explosives, you know. Well, sorry, live with the cliffs. You know, the cliffs are unfortunately gonna have to become old treasured friends at this rate. You know, the sort of friends that you can't really get rid of, but you know, you've known each other for so long, and you just sort of have to admit that that's just how life's gonna be. That's cliffs. And as soon as I get cliff explosives, much like that old treasured friend, I'm gonna blow them up. I'll be honest, I'm probably not the best friend. Okay. Why do we not have brine? Where's our brine? Oh, do we not make enough brine? We make the exact right amount of brine. Well, I'm not sure I believe that right now. Who is brine? Hey, Glacier. How are you doing? Oh, you make the exact right amount of brine, but I don't make the exact right amount of water. Okay, so let's also auxiliary valve the water. That's the problem we had. Then I tripped over myself while putting the pipes down. That's about right. I don't know why the pipes can't merge for going to the outfall. Like, I get it, but I also don't like it. What, the Whalers of the Moon? They carry our harpoon, there are no whales, so they tell tall tales and sing their wailing tune. Are those whalers? That Moon episode? Such a dumb song. We're whalers on the moon, we carry our harpoons, there are no whales, so we tell tall tales and sing our wailing tune. That's how Fungineers thought the first moon landing may have gone. I think I might have it slightly wrong, but I'm close enough. The floating brains. I don't remember the floating brains. Good morning, Soulburn. Man, it's like the whole gang's here today. Actually, wow, numbers are pretty high right now. Anyway. So, that will probably get aluminium sorted. No. Absolutely not. Every now and then, like every show who has like a really dumb character is like, you know what, we're going to make this character smart now. No one is being... You can... Are you free to go? Wait, how's it go? Am I free to go? Am I being detained? Am I free to go? Am I free to go? Am I being detained? That's how you deal with it, right? Yeah, that's exactly how it goes. Okay, so that should make lots of caustic solution. Am I being detained? Are you not entertained? Yeah, just ask the police officer you're being entertained and they'll be very confused. No, no, we're arresting you. For what? Public indecency. That's fair enough. Sometimes public indecency happens and it's not my fault. And that's what I'm telling the police. Why is my shirt stained? Join nod, serve cane. I fucked up that one, sorry. Cane! Okay. So we're gonna go empty cargo, pick up. Okay, we should be good now. My dog stepped on a Bane. When you say Bane, you're talking about like the Batman villain Bane, right? The one who's like hopped up on Venom. Not to be confused with Spider-Man Venom, which that would make an interesting fanfic. When's the next train? Ah, oh, stay in your lane. There's my train. Oh, lovely. Hi, train. How you doing? What the hell did I do that 4-4 balancer? What do you mean? It's balanced. You got a problem with this 4-4 balancer? It's so balanced right now. Well, because if I didn't do it this way, it would be like balanced on this side, but not this side. So you got to swing it back around. You watch Citizen Kane. Oh no, we can't stop this now, can we? Sorry guys, I don't mean to be a pain. Okay, we're gonna go drop off this aluminium, I think. And actually, what we do want to do, also probably drop off, like make a way to get fuel here. It's a joke we can't sustain. No, we cannot. Done well though for itself. Absolutely inane. Well. Okay, we put this here, get rid of those. Probably get rid of those too. I hurt my back, where's my cane? Okay, so what I'd like to do is if I do this, in theory that should bring in the fuel. Fuel goes out, water comes in. Yep, that's good. That's the water line. David Blaine. What, the magician? Was David Blaine a magician? Or was he the Prime Minister of England for a time? I can't remember. Probably not super important. He's a sad Wookiee in the rain. He's shivering as well. Just sounds like a crying Wookiee. But you know, when a Wookiee cries, is it not truly raining? Think about it. Cookies are big. Yeah, I didn't turn it off, and you know, it's just, we'll continue celebrating Calidus, the new computer. Oh, Wookie in the rain is a good sound effect. Thank you for that one. All right, that should also. Our poles didn't connect. What? Yeah, they do. Okay, we're good. What are you not thinking about? I'm wearing the mask, by the way. I'm sorry. No one ever expects mask, demask. That's true, they do expect it then. What were you thinking about? So the guy on Instagram said, I want you to listen to me, and Panda said no, and just went to the next video. But you know, it's an appropriate. Well, hang on, where'd my train go? Oh, wait, no, that's fine. So we are getting aluminium. It's a little bit slower than we perhaps wanted. The important thing is it's happening. The slowness is mostly, it looks like, due to the lack of caustic solution. Are we not making enough caustic solution? I thought we were. 5,760 per minute. 5.7. Let's just go 5.7, right? And that's making 6,000. So as long as these are always operating, which they're currently not, because that's full. Right, are we doing some weird pumping stuff here? We got under 1,000 caustic solution, yeah, but... Oh, I see. Okay, let's pump that out of the way. And same with the chlorine. I think we are actually running... Okay, let's turn that down from 25,000 to 20,000. That will burn off that chlorine and then allow these to run at a better pace, which will make my caustic solution and allow aluminium to exist more. Thank you, Maholic. I appreciate that. Okay, it's enough mask for now. The thing I like about the mask is it's soft, so I can just throw it off and not worry about it. You know, small things to enjoy, but... The pump needs to be filled... Okay, never mind, the mask's back on. Yep, no, fair enough. Fair enough. The pump needs to be connected to the tank or it won't fill completely. Yeah, I realize that. Why is this not happening? Oh, because we don't have the caustic solution in the first place. Right, and we need the caustic solution, but the caustic solution is not being made because... rudeness. If we do that, it'll sort itself out. One day I'll have a better way to get rid of chlorine, but not today. Definitely not today. The space exploration update, I have heard a little bit about it. Looks interesting. Sounds like it'll be good times. All I've heard is this calcium chloride solution is the dump you're looking for. Is it? How far are we from that? Probably miles away if I take a guess. Calcium chloride. Okay. Calcium chloride solution, and then that turns into lime, and then you can get rid of lime. Although, wait, 20. Oh, wait, can you just dump that? You can just dump that. Okay. I would need to get crushed limestone. Which might be a problem. Although limestone's infinite. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Add lime. Okay, so when do we get that? When can we just dump that into the ocean? That is limestone processing 2. That is... emotional damage right there. That's the sound of emotional damage. Emotional damage. Okay. Limestone is mineable, yeah, but the technology is so far away at the moment. That's okay, we'll get there. We'll get there, we'll get there, we'll get there, get there, get there. All I gotta deal with is that level of emotional damage that we just had to witness. Okay, I was worried that this would be happening, and it has happened. We need a lot more bauxite. Now, we saw this day was going to come. There's a technology for limestone, yeah, and I think I'm going to go do that next, just so that way we get something happening. Okay, let's double my bauxite production. I think that is the correct action here. There's been some correct actions there, but none of them quite as bad as what I just did then. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that is broken? Maybe? Why did it break? Oh wait, water is irrelevant there. Okay. Got carbon dioxide, we need hydrogen. Oh, hydrogen is the thing that broke. Okay. That is sludge, I believe. How did the hydrogen get in before? This way. Okay, okay, this is fine. This is fine. We just gotta skadoodle things around a bit and it'll be fine. Non-existent, you missed? Sorry to hear that. What the heck is non-existent? I think they don't exist. Oh. Well, that's gonna make things a bit more difficult. Oh no! Your brain is not being kind to you right now. I mean, I don't think I need to tell you that. I think you know that. Okay, so that gets those together. Nice. Then we need 2 more of these. I don't think so, but I got the gist of it. I don't think that's quite the way words work, but I get what he's talking about. Worried about a thing that doesn't exist because he's missed it. Like a literal chainsaw? Because, you gotta not have those in bed, man. Get those out of your bed. Yeah, but a non-existent. Thinking about non-existent, it would be a non-existent thing. Like, a non-existent is a adjective, I think? I don't know. Ah. Snoring chainsaws. You gotta watch out for those. Okay. We're gonna pull down these power lines for now. We can put them back up in a moment. And like that should do the job. Probably don't need to worry about that so much. And then we do need to connect the carbon dioxide. We are an electrolyzer short. That'll happen sometimes. Wait, are we electrolyzer short? Kind of. It's like a yes and no sort of question on that one. Are we short? A little bit. Now, we're going to do this in a couple of ways. First way is we're going to get the hydrogen going from the north. And then we're going to get the hydrogen coming from the south. Now, so far that's looking okay. The only question I have now is, do we need another distillery? And the answer is probably? Actually no, it looks perfect. Okay, well then that should do. That should make a lot of extra graphite. Yeah, I don't think you're alone on that one, Solburn. That's pretty distressing. I mean, the worst thing is, like, people even over here are like, ah, you know, good job. And I'm just like, no, not good job. So, you know, the New Zealanders are pretty keen about it as well, which is also not great. 240 per minute. Oh gosh, that's not even doing 100. Okay. New plan. What we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to grab this. And we're just going to put it there. And we find a place for it that kind of works. Which is nowhere actually, because that pipe can choose to not go out as far as it's gone out though. Some do. I mean, it's probably the same type of people who think good job and the people who think this was good in the first place. You know, it's the same group, essentially. Same type of people. Most don't worry. Most don't think this is okay. But, you know, there are people who think this is good. Yeah. Dicks gonna be dicks, I suppose. Yeah, I heard that one too. That's pretty distressing as well. Yay! That's what we need. More bullshit. Oh well. I mean, I say oh well like there's nothing I can do. And I mean, honestly, where I'm sitting, there is nothing I can do. Why do the pipes change in direction? Not yet. That's kind of the problem. It's a not yet situation, not a never. It's a not yet, and that's terrifying. Power pole 1s into 2s as well, I think. Okay, so that should double the amount of graphite we can produce. Which would be something hopefully useful. And then we need to get into... Interesting. Since we've placed it off, these lights aren't going to quite work in the right way. It doesn't really make anyone feel better, Wes. I don't know if that was your intent, but... Oh. Yeah, I was connecting things to things. Okay. Just connect that back up again. Good. Right. I might grab these. They might be useful somewhere. Okay, we might actually have a rubber problem, which... I mean... There's a joke there if we want to go there. Alright, Dave, will you take care? You did not hear latex, absolutely not. We do not have that sort of technology yet. We are not advancing in technologies very fast. Everything is a grind, everything is a fight, and we will continue fighting until we get this mod destroyed. I will destroy this mod if I have to. Don't think I will not. I will run this mod into the ground. Doesn't latex need trees? We have no trees. I was going to say no mod has defeated me yet, but technically I guess space exploration kinda did. But I'm going to pretend that didn't happen and just call it a day. It's trees, son. Trees and then... We need to pick up electrolyzers, and we probably need... Do we need hydro plants? No, just electrolyzers. Okay. They reduced the requirement for spaceship win? Really? Ah. Nah, I can't ethically say that. You know me, I'm big on ethics in video gaming. Electrolyzer. We can't just keep saying electrolyzer and hoping that's going to happen. We actually do need to go and get them. Just a stack of electrolyzers. You can never go wrong with a stack of electrolyzers. The only thing you can go wrong with a stack of electrolyzers is just not having them. Well, I mean, good for people who are playing it currently. Or in the near future. I really like space exploration. It was a really fun mod, and I see why it gets so much attention. It does deserve the attention it gets. It's really good. I mean, I don't think I need to tell anyone here that space exploration is really good. I know some of you are even playing space exploration, possibly even right now as I speak. And I mean, you're probably somewhat agreeing with it. I mean, unless you're having a bad time, in which case you're like friggin' space exploration piece of shit. In which case, I respect that too. Had a little bit of that going on as well. Just build that, please. Oh, the roadmap. I'm gonna click on that. Okay, what have we got in this? Space elevators, planet to orbit trains. Yay! Trains go in like a station and get teleported to orbit. What? Space capsule hop system, space capsule landing sequence, reduce difficulty spikes. Was there really? Okay. Speed up progression to spaceship victory. Change resource processing, change core mining placement. Interesting. Change module recipes. Pulverizer has more outputs. New gravimetrics model. Okay. Oh, clones. Oh, you can make... They're doing the clones thing. Okay, that's fun. I would have liked clones. Wait, hang on. Some of these might be not in the new mod. No, I think I started saying stuff that's not actually in this one. Okay, still, cool. I am happy for people who get to play that. And we need to filter the seawater. It's seawater filtration, right? What are you doing? You're not even going anywhere. Come over here. I got a place for you, my friend. In fact, that would do it. Boop. Clones doesn't get killed by the same train 5 times at once. I mean, I could have done that in the last game that I played. I don't know if anyone remembered when I was just standing there and watching my clone get hit by a train because I didn't want it anymore. Which, you know, that's the real danger with clones. You can just go, I don't want me to exist twice anymore, and then just get yourself hit by a train. Is that a crime? Is it a crime to get your clone hit by a train? I don't know. Do you have anyone that studies ethics? Does anyone know? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say probably not good. Probably don't do that. Brian also needs to go away. Speaking of clones, have I played Soma? I have not. I have not played Soma. I played Persoma. That was a bad joke and I apologize. Actually, why don't we just put the brine on there? There we go. Brine, get in there. Connect that. Okay. And then if we connect this, that should get this whole thing running. Water's being created. Yes. Yes. I should do something for Halloween this year. I don't know what or if anything, but I should do something. Feel like it's the correct thing to do. Much better than amnesia. Oh, amnesia can F off. I don't need amnesia in my life. Amnesia upset me. If you want to find like a really old video of me playing Amnesia, that does exist on YouTube. And for what it's worth, like when you see me being actually scared, I wasn't like going, oh, I'm going to be a YouTube star and scream for comic effect. Nope, I was legitimately not happy. Just in case someone thinks that I was bullshitting. I don't know if anyone's accusing me of that, but hey. Summer is more about story environment than horror. I mean, that's kind of what Amnesia was like as well, really. Why Amnesia was good times. You know, except for the parts where it wasn't good times. Okay, so this should have increased my graphite production to... So it was here for quite a while. Why was it at 270 for a bit? Not rightly sure, but it does look like it's actually getting more work done, so that's okay. Make sure both sides are releasing the graphite. Yes, that side's going, and that side has stopped. Why would you stop? Where's my carbon monoxide? Oh, yeah, you broke for the exact same reason the other one did. That makes sense. It was a copy. Of course it would break for the exact same reason. Let's build a wind turbine that we can. So we can chuck down a wind turbine, just get a little bit more power. They're not really doing much in the way of power right now. Backup turbines, though, getting work done with 23 megawatts. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. 23 megawatts of power. Alright, so this should produce more aluminium, which should result in more aluminium and just things. Rubber is now a problem, of course, because we can never actually have good, nice things. We must always have problems. We're never allowed to have nice things. Never forget. I think that's about what we're going to get. Solar panels are definitely closer. Electric miners, or like the miners that we all think of when we say miners, they are... How... No, wait, we've already got those miners. Actually, those are 5x5s. They're just bigger miners. You can turn methane from aluminum chloride directly to graphite. Wait, really? That's meth. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. Sure on that one? Oh damn. Oh, I can't yet, it seems. No, that's another one of those technologies that is quite some way away. That's alright. Thank you for helping though. Okay, so the miners that we all think of when we think of miners. Let's check. So that's 2x2, that's... Oh wait, it is probably these ones. Oh, they might actually be available now. I just haven't built them. I need to make small miner 2s, which, interestingly enough, they need aluminium carbide. That's annoying. I didn't know we might need aluminium carbide. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. Let's just grab this aluminium carbide for a moment. It's super annoying, actually. Nope, nope, nope. Alpha priority, yes. Do we need aluminium carbide for anything else? That's probably a good question we should be asking now. Small miner 2s, that's all. Okay. Well, looks like we've got to spaghetti this back into here. Okay, you know what? That's not really my big concern right now. Rubber is the real concern. We'll put miner 2s down, so we remember that we can build them. Just a sip. Yeah. I know. I know, everything is needed at some point, but I never anticipate when it's needed. And rather than plan ahead, I'll always be surprised. Some could say it's bad design. I would say, shut up, I'm awesome. Okay, so what's going wrong with rubber? Rubber. Oh. Right, so funnily enough, now that we've got plastic under control with this line, my rubber connection is not going so hot. Which is kind of funny. So what we can do is propene. Never thought we'd need to do this, but we're going to vent that. We could turn it into power, admittedly, but also I don't care. Look, we will ditch things until we need them, and then we'll realize that we need them, and then we'll freak out a bit, and then we'll figure it out. Okay, that's the plan. Like, there is a step-by-step plan that we have to follow for these situations. Let me guess. Propane doesn't vent. Not without oxygen. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. CPUs don't care. It's super effective. That's alright. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to relief valve this up here. And we're going to swing it. Except oxygen. Well, I'm literally needing oxygen right now. So what does that tell you? Actually, here's a thought. So fresh water. Can we just burn fresh water? It does still make wastewater. Eh. You win some, you lose some. I mean, we could also just literally take from the thing that we're right next to. Fresh water. Wait, this is a heat. I don't want that. I want combustion. I don't have combustion. Combustors? Combusty boys? Combustion chambers? Okay, so we're going to get the propane. Okay. No water is required though, so that makes that a little bit easier, I suppose. That's a heat exchanger. You messed up. Okay. So that's my propane. Propane come in there. Okay, good. Then what we can do is we've got this oxygen here. What are we doing with that oxygen? Nothing, I tell you. What if we did do something with that oxygen? Oh, criminal activity. Yeah. What? Yeah, and then we're gonna do this. And that'll burn propane. Now that's making propane. I mean, the backup generators are being more and more enforced, to be honest. Especially when power just craps itself like that. I'm going to do it as well. Slag. Oh, there we go. Slag reprocessing. Silica processing. It's not actually that deep. We're actually very close to it. Oh. Wait, hydrogen's the problem here? Hydrogen is? Okay, we're going to turn that around a little bit. Okay, power problems at the moment. Koala mating call. Hi guys, I'm the goo. Hey ladies, how you doing? Sorry. I'm just attacking the goo here for no reason. I assume it's just screaming. I assume it's just like ah! Oh, that was awesome. The best I could do at doing your goofy voice. Not like your voice specifically. I just want to make it clear. I'm not like insulting you here. Just when you're doing a goofy voice. We're gonna need more rubber than this, I think. Thankfully, that shouldn't be difficult. Race as much? Yeah, unfortunately too often. We got to work on. Oh, that concerns me. What have you sent me to go? What are you sending me? I'll have a look at that in just a moment. You watched 3 episodes of Miss Marvel. Are you enjoying it? I hope you're enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. As I said, huge Miss Marvel fan, so I am so biased. Okay, so that produces a lot more rubber. That's probably good. What did you send me? Sorry, I've just got to check what. Oh, it's an actual koala meeting call. Okay, let's see what this actually sounds like. I wasn't far off. Yeah. I guess they didn't have time to be like, oh, you know, like the cringy teenage bits? I love them. They're cute. That was a koala mating call, apparently. I see, it sounded like exactly what I went with. No. It sounds like it has the hiccups. Hey, damsel in party, how is everyone doing? Give a shout out to damsel. Playing Factorio, excellent. How's that going for you? Is your danger ore still being dangerous? Okay, so we have tried to increase the rubber production, and it turns out what we've done is screwed over everything. Exactly, yeah, perfect timing. Welcome everyone, I am SeiferKatt, and we are playing Factorio Nullius. My base is an absolute mess. I always like to show this part, just so you know what you're getting into. I'm a bit of a spaghetti chef. There is no real way around it. Still a disaster? That is good to hear. Disasters are the best. That's my opinion anyway. And we've got too much, what is that? Propane, wait, I thought we sorted propane out. Oh, maybe we didn't. Oh, the problem is sometimes when power works, we have little bits of problems. But that's okay, power breaks down a lot. Like, yeah, anyway. We're doing What the Shirt. So for those who are not familiar with this is where I reveal the shirt that I'm talking about. So we're going to go do What the Shirt. Sometimes I feel... Okay, Damsel, you're still hosting. I need to stop it. I need to figure out how to stop from doing that. Okay, so today on What the Shirt, we're going Jaraxxus Park. Because you indeed face Jaraxxus, Eridar, Lord of the Burning Legion. Trifling gnome. He's not a trifling gnome, but yeah. That's today's What the Shirt. A gift by the lovely Panda when we were still quite early on in our dating. Okay, so we've got a bit of a problem here. Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun shirt. So the problem we've got is that... we've got a few problems. What we're going to do actually is we're going to put some of these in tanks. So that way we can maybe do stuff. Warcraft, that is correct. Specifically what I'm talking about with it is Hearthstone. Because I got Panda into playing Hearthstone when we were quite early on in dating. And I was making jokes about Jaraxxus, and she bought me the shirt. Because, you know, I was making jokes about it. And then, like, the week before my birthday, I actually opened up that card, and I was really excited about it. And she's just like, you know, the shirt's waiting at her place, and she's like, huh, I bought the shirt, and now the shirt... Now the card has arrived. Yeah, I just realized. So now he's got the card, so he's really excited about the card, and now he gets a shirt that says the thing he's excited about. So it was absolutely perfect. So when I opened it, I was like, wait, when did you buy this shirt? She's like, a month ago? And I'm like, but I only got the card like this week. And she's like, I know. So yeah, it was a really amazing gift from Panda, as always. She is amazing. We're just going to ditch this carbon dioxide. I know we could probably use it on something, but carbon dioxide, it's in the air, put it back. You know, it's like, if you've got carbon dioxide, just let it go. Just let it into the air, let it breathe. That's probably how things die. Panda. Absolutely. So, yeah. That's the story of the Jaraxxus shirt. It was like one of the first shirts she got me. You would hate to see me playing C-Block. The spaghetti hurts. Well, Vlad the Imploded got some great news for you. If you hate to see me play this C-Block, don't go to my YouTube channel because there is a full series of that. Great news, everyone! Yeah, no, I've done C-Block twice, in fact. Oh no, the fluid bus. Oh god. Yeah, if you search that and C-Block, it is all there in a playlist. It took me 250 hours or so. Oh, tell me about the David Hasselhoff shirt, if you don't mind, Ace Awkward. But yeah, so we've done all that. Thank you for the follow, Marcel 2_9. Welcome aboard. If you have any questions, do feel free to ask. If the question is, what the hell did you do to the factory? I don't really have an answer. Oh, goodness gracious. Black circuits. Yeah, Chrome, right? Chrome can just get lost. Okay, so with this, we've got rubber coming in. 250 hours, that's about how long this takes. I don't know if it's going to take longer or less than that. I feel like, what are we at the moment? Played. That's not how it works. Is it time? 1 day. Okay, so we're about 30 hours in so far. What train size are we using? Okay, so every time I use trains, every time I run a game of Factorio, I like to do trains a little bit differently just to keep things a little bit spicy. So today what we're trying is trains of variable size length, but we usually I don't do this, but we're doing this time, and we're doing it with all the stations being like one-off, and so like engines on both sides. We do have a bit of a wiggle there because we don't have cliff explosives. I look forward to getting rid of the wiggles. Anyone who's Australian is absolutely aghast at what I said. You know what I mean. No, I'm kidding. We're not getting rid of the wiggles. They'll destroy themselves. Do the wiggle. Hot potato, hot potato. Unrelated, I do love... So, you may know of the Wiggles group. I do... they're like a Australian group of children's entertainers. But they did a tour recently where it wasn't for kids, but they still did the same songs. So they still did songs for kids, but to adults who grew up with them. Which honestly, I don't know how to feel about that, aside from I think that's kind of awesome. Okay, have we actually fixed rubber? We wandered away from rubber and then we got to go back. Unfortunately, I do a lot of wandering because my mind is like, there's 5 things I'm trying to think about at once, and I start to do one, and I'm like, but that doesn't even make sense. Okay, rubber does look like it's progressing, and that makes me happy. We are having shortage of butadiene. I know that's not how you say it. Also shortage of styrene. Different trains are fun, yes, I agree with that. They are a little bit more troublesome than they're worth, perhaps. But they seem to be having fun, and sometimes that's what matters. I think the problem is we don't have enough benzene? Oh, we don't have near enough benzene. If it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. And my new PC means I'm still gonna be kinda bad. The PC was not really the problem, though. I think we can all agree on that. Is there a way to get benzene and like a... I guess I could turn ethylene into it. Wow. Rude. Actually, no, we can't, because that is a thing, a technology that we do not have. How do we have benzene? We have benzene in one way only, and that's what we're making right now. Okay, so rubber is going to be a little bit stuck by that. No, my UPS is never really the limiting factor of my base. The real limiting factor is just being, you know, questionable designing. Okay, so we're also going to do a few more of these because we do want to burn through these a little bit faster when the time comes. And also, you know, it never hurts to have a bit of extra power. And that's a really cool design because it's terrible. Oh, you know what? It's even worse when you don't actually connect it. So, you know, it burns out some of the steam. That's what we want to see. When the wind turbines fail, which is often. Okay, so we actually do need to make some things. What are we making? I mean, pump 2 seem to be what I keep gravitating towards, because then we can start making the... Or actually, this is what I'm talking about. I can't focus. These medium miners do sound pretty easy. We need to get the carbides, but then we're done. What are you making indeed? What are you selling? Okay, so let's get the aluminium carbide over to... We need the small miners and the medium miners to come over here. Every time I need to take something from this side to that side, it's pretty tragic. And this will be no different. They are left-hand drive. All my trains are left-hand drive. Because in New Zealand we drive on the left, and it's just easier for me to think that through. We are running out of science, that's okay. We will fix that another day. That's a problem for future Seif. So, miners, yes. Now, my miners are here. So what we want to do is we want to figure this out. Good. It's great when it's like the plan is figure it out. Good, okay, yep, great work, genius. I could have never figured that one out on my own. I could have though, I was lying. I had it all figured out all along. Okay, so that's going to go into the bottom. Ideally not where I wanted it, but that's okay. We can work with this. We can work with this. Then we connect it like that. Okay, guys, prepare to see some spaghetti chefing, but for reals. Except, you know, without actual spaghetti, obviously. No, we did actually want that on the bottom. It was correct. So my base design is what I like to call, I'd like to say organized chaos, but that implies there's organization here. There is chaos though. So we connect it like that. Look at that. We've got small miners and medium miners. They look exactly the same, just for, you know, not causing confusion. Okay. So far, so good. Uh-oh, we've had a problem. That's not going to work. Get rid of that light. Come up here. Steve, couldn't you just design your base that didn't require so much spaghetti? Yeah. What would be the fun on that? Oh, shoot. What is the plan of this? There's no plan on that. Get out of here. I will spaghetti anything except fluids. Fluids must be orderly and tidy at all times, because otherwise, shit happens. Dark things. Things that make you wake up in the night and scream, "Oh god, the fluid bus is back!" Okay. So this actually looks like a good spot for miners. Why? You know, okay, I got a new theory. What we're going to do is how about we drive this over here and then bring it up and then we just bring it around and so we sort of do it like it is a wavy sort of, like a wave base. How do we like the idea of a wave base? I had a fluid bus once, it wasn't bad. I had a fluid bus once, it made me... Or a wiggle base! Ah, wiggle base! Didn't think about that, did we? Well, did we? I don't know. Okay, small miners. Now, the interesting thing about medium miners is nothing. Okay. I really thought I was going to go somewhere with that. Wiggle base. Brilliant. Okay. Get out of there. Get out of there. So, what we need is miners. Small miners. Only belting miners for a short time. They're not going to stay on the belt. They're just so they can build stuff. Don't worry about it. It's not a perpetual thing, probably. Who knows? Aluminium carbide. Now, can we get aluminium carbide up here? That looks pretty clean. Square wave base. I think you're asking a bit much on that one. Okay, this is actually going to work. This is going to be awesome. Oh, that's graphite. Okay. Nothing is more permanent in Factorio than a temporary setup. Oh, look, I live that every day. Even when I play Factorio. It reminds me of a thing we were talking about at work about a temporary fix that has been in place for 3 years now. And it's like, yeah, that's pretty much the case. And they're like, no, it hasn't been that long. And my boss is like, it has actually been that long. Like, really? It's like, mm-hmm. Yep. Let's just do a little bit of a wiggle. There we go. You never go wrong with extra wiggles. Which is why I think they should have more than like 4 wiggles. But, you know, they don't listen to me. And nor should they really ever listen to me. Oh dear. No, we're okay. We are just going to do this. SDS is a serious problem. What's SDS? Spaghetti denial syndrome. Damn it! I should have seen that. Okay, so that gets the aluminium carbide in. Yes! That's good. Now, I don't think we're ever going to have a shortage of aluminium carbide. He says, seeing a shortage of aluminium carbide. It's fine, don't worry about it. So now we need steel plate and motor 2s. Now, motor 2s are kind of their own problem for their own reason. And why is this? The insulated wire. I believe part of the problem with that is rubber. When do we get new rubbers? It's not for a while yet. Okay. Okay. That's fine. We're going to switch that up into here. Switch that up into here. We need steel now, so we're going to do that. Nope, too far. All right, so. Connect those up there. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. The spaghetti has continued. All hail the spaghetti lords. The lords of spaghetti in time. Do we need to put some light bulbs around here? If we can find some space for them. Yeah, 1 light bulb still is better than nothing. Okay, medium miners. Crap. Really consider medium miners. First off, small miners. How often do we need to use small miners again? For medium miner 2s, obviously, and small miner 3s, which if I had to take a guess, I probably needed for medium miner 3s. Ah! He knows his game. He knows his blimmin' game, guys. He knows it. He knows what he doing. He be knowing. Asteroid miner. Okay, we don't worry about that just yet. Okay. So we need medium miners. So what we could do... I don't think we ever want to build small miners. Like, as small miners. They're just like an ingredient at this point. So we can do that. Feeling pretty good about that so far. You know what? I'm going to try and not use logistics bots if I can help it, because I think logistics bots take a lot of the fun out of the game. Because then you, like at some point you stop using the spaghetti and you start just using logistics bots, and it's like, oh, well, you know, now the game's just playing itself. And if you know what, I'm not going to make that joke. My point is, I'm not a big fan of logistics bots. They make everything too tidy. And I don't play Factorio for being tidy. He says as if this was a thing that people had not realized. I mean, sure, it would get things done easier and faster, but would it be more fun? And the answer is kind of no. I don't think it would be. Unless, of course, you don't like spaghetti bases, in which case it would probably make it a lot less stressful, which I respect. Does this mod have too many mods like Bob's? You mean like modules? I don't know. Let's have a look at modules. It's got a few modules. Got your haste modules, you got your speed modules. So speed modules look to be like speed modules are almost like the total speed modules. Efficiencies, got your yields. And then you got productivities, yeah, okay. They don't get as ridiculous as Bob's though. Logibots are fire filling pockets. Yeah, but if I wanted to fill fires, I'd fill fires, you know? I love fires. That's never been connected. I'm gonna try. I think just outright saying I'm not going to use bots, I think that's just going to end up with me wearing a cheating hat. Which, if people haven't seen the cheating hat, I got to show you the cheating hat. This is the cheating hat. Cats go away. Okay, this is the cheating hat. It's like a cap without the cap. Right, fire. It wasn't fire filling pockets. It was full filling pockets. I do need to fix my overlay. It's broken. I need to get the old one back. But yeah, anyway, this is the cheating hat. So I don't. If I end up using bots too much, then I think I'll be forced to wear the cheating hat, which I don't really want to do. I mean, I love the hat. It's a great hat. Bought me by me mum. But it implies that something's gone very wrong in my life. That I've been forced to cheat. And then Panda comes around the corner and she's like, "Were you cheating again?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Like she doesn't mean anything like, you know, dodgy. She knows the meaning of the hat. She's just like, disappointed in you, Seif. I'm like, I'm disappointed in myself. Man, I cannot wait until we get rid of cliffs. They're just all over the place. Just a real pain. Oh well, whatever. You know, if we do this, let's try this. This should be good. Whoop. And then, ha 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 ha! That was a little bit more Star Wars than I intended. Ha 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 ha! If you're going to Star Wars, just keep going. Like my father always said, if you're going to Star Wars, just keep going. Do we have power problems? No, it just takes that long to build. 25 seconds crafting time. My goodness. They're going to take a while to build, so we're going to let them just chill for a bit. But look at that. They are going to fulfill a niche. And we're very excited about that. So why was I deciding that I absolutely needed medium minus? Right, because I wanted limestone. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Now, crushed limestone looks like it's going to be used for a few things. So what we're going to do is we're going to... Where's my car? Dude, where's my car? There's up there. Feels very Wile E. Coyote when you start running one way and then you go, wait, hang on. Hang on, I'm not in the right place at all. Gotta turn around, go back. I don't know why Wile E. Coyote is the first thing I think of, but like that's clearly just being hit by an Acme product. I used to love Roadrunner. There's a mod for that while being hit by an anvil? I mean, Factorio is very much as a mod for that. Like, you know the old Apple, there's an app for that. Factorio's community has really got... Dude, where's my car? That's actually funny. Of course there's a mod for that. Why wouldn't there be? So we just need 500 limestone. And that way we'll be able to do some more research. There is volcanic gases here, and I kind of want to use those at some point. But for now, what I'm just going to do is just generate... I don't really care what happens to these, I just want the limestone. So can you just make the limestone, please? Okay, that's going up. Yeah, it kind of is, actually. I mean, it's not the most spreadsheet nerds. Like, the most spreadsheet nerds is very much the Eve community. And, you know, they're happy, so that's good for them. As long as the community is happy with the disaster that they have become, that's fine. You start. Oh, you've been playing Eve since beta and stopped paying for it this year? Damn, that's a long time of Eve. Like, I played Eve for maybe 6 months to a year at some point. I didn't play that much, but you know what? The problem with Eve is when it just ends up being like your job. Wait, Eve has been out for 20 years? Really? Man, that's a long time of even. I literally can't even. Oh wow, we're like 2 followers away from 300. That's exciting. Anyway, sorry, that's unrelated to anything else. I just saw that. Okay. 2003. Wow, that's so crazy. Okay, let's actually make these pumps. We need the pumps. Let's make them. Oof. Yeah, I'm glad I played Eve. I'll give it that. That's all I'll give it. I'm glad I played it. I never want to touch it again. There was a time where a group of my friends were like, hey, we should play Eve. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I could play Eve again. And I booted it up. I loaded up my old character. I looked at it. And then I just screamed, no, 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 no. Closed the game while saying no, 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 no. Uninstalled the game while saying no, 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 no. And I said, I'm not playing Eve. And they're like, what the hell happened? And I'm like, I don't want to do this again. I can't do this to myself. I'm trying to find my pumps right now. I'll find them. There they are. Pumps go over there. Okay, that's good. Okay. I can live with that. Did that with EverQuest. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta scream no repeatedly. Until like the universe understands your plight. Don't have to, but sometimes it helps. That's the wrong way around. Nah. Eve Echo's new game. Actually, we don't even need to do that. So, we got pumps, we got pipes somewhere. Pipes go that way, that's interesting. What we could do is get pumps and pipes, move them over that way. Motors we have all over the place. I think if anywhere is the place to make pump 2s, it's here. Dust 714, that was the PlayStation game that was linked with Eve, right? It was a cool concept. I don't think it ever happened. It was like the first-person shooter which linked in with Eve, right? We're talking about the same thing? Like, a lot of stuff in Eve is a cool concept, but that's where it falls apart. I don't want to play a cool concept, I want to play a cool game. I think a lot of what they wanted to do as well didn't quite happen the way they wanted it to happen. I think that didn't help it either. Like, they really wanted to have a lot more integration. Like, I'm trying to remember how it was going to work. They wanted the integration of PlayStation stuff to be better, and Sony's kind of not great on that sort of thing. But, hey, Seth, how you doing? Look, you know what? Shout out to Seth. Hey, by the way, Seth, how was your 12-hour stream? I didn't get to check out much of it, but I saw you were still streaming this morning. Did it go well? Did you enjoy yourself? Oops. Yeah, no, wearing the mask, don't you worry. I understand what I gotta do. Did it go well? That's good. I'm glad to hear it. 12-hour stream's a long stream. I've never done one for that long. Type 2. I'm always doing alright. You know. Busy day at work, but you know, that's how work can be sometimes. Work not kidding around. That's okay. I gotta tell someone high up that their plan wasn't great, so that's always fun. Okay, motor 2s and rubber. Now that shouldn't be too difficult because there's rubber. Oh, please tell me that's motor 2s. Please tell me that's motor 2s. Oh, it's motor 2s. Yes! I mean, I don't know if it's pure hard work in the office, but it was still work. Work is still work. Work is work. Fun is fun, work is work. Math is math. Okay, now I don't think we need to... Oh, hey, my science finished. Good job, science. I didn't even go to doop-doop-doop sound, which I expect. Disappointing, quite frankly. Volcanism. Ooh. 12 hours, your daily length of, like, stream. Goodness. I'd go nuts if I had to talk to myself for 12 hours. I mean, you guys help, obviously. But I'd still go nuts if I just had to talk for 12 hours. And people are like, well, you don't have to talk the whole time, Steve. And I'm like, I kinda do. I've got, see the chatty tag? I got the chatty tag. You don't get the chatty tag by being quiet. I was like, why you can shut up? I'm like, no, I refuse. Just like in school when people told me to shut up. No idea why they beat me up though. It's because I didn't shut up. I know that now. That's a 12-hour stream is a long stream. 4 hours is actually pretty long too, honestly. But if you can do it, I mean, and if you enjoy it, and I mean, you know, you do you. Never shut up, never surrender. Hell yeah. Okay, we got pipe 2s. Huzzah! We're making progress, making progress. Gonna make a thing with another thing. Priority compressor. Okay, so that would allow me to get that nitrogen and just put into a ball and just... What am I doing? It's not looking good, I'll tell you that much. Okay, so motor 2s are pretty rough, and I think most of it is due to rubber. And I don't think there's rubber insulated wire, which I believe is rubber. Build modules. Oh my goodness. You'd have productivity increases. Do we dare? Oh, aluminium. Oh, actually, you don't need aluminium wire. We need insulated wire. And that's rubber. Again, it's always rubber. That's okay. Rubber will be... It's like the end of every Marvel film, you know, rubber will return. Look at it, there it is. Rubber. Not near enough for what we need, but rubber is returning. Like nature. Nature will return. Okay. Auxiliary valves. You know what? Actually, I said we didn't need any small assemblers. No, I said we didn't need any small miners. That is still correct. That is still correct logic. What do we need? We need top-up valves. Everything else exists. Yes, everything else exists. 500 kilowatts is the consumption. Okay, we'll have a look at that later. Do not worry about that. So what we need is auxiliary valves, which already kind of shonky. We just get a small assembler too, real quick. Let me just put that there. I think that might help. Oh, I see, because it's taking the... Right, I see what's happening there. Okay, that's fine. So the auxiliary valves are going this way. How long have I been wearing this mask for? Too long, that's the answer. 7 minutes ago. Gosh, I said I'd only wear it for 2. What am I doing? Over exceeding my requirements. Okay, so looking for the auxiliary valves again. They're there. They go across here. They go across here. They go over here. This is looking good. Oh, you know what we could do? At this point, you could just... That's not going to work that way. That's alright. Because we can get auxiliary valves and plastic, which plastic is probably nearby, right? Plastic is, Plastic's nowhere close. Okay. No, never mind, plastic's here. Wait, hang on. We make these. We make top-up valves. Where do they go? They go over here. Oh! Why? No, they're going further down. Chase those top-up valves. They go here. Okay. That's pretty close to pump 2s, honestly. Okay. I'm excited. I've got options in my life. Top-up valve. Making it happen, being a cat and making it happen. Okay, oh, now I've actually got to be a cat, yeah. Odaba, you are just a sniper on this, aren't you? You're just like, okay, at some point I probably need to raise the price for the mask. I don't know when that's going to be, but one day I probably need to do it. Not today. but one day. I mean, that's the thing. Like, all the things need to be increased price one day. Like, at some point, $200 for playing a sound effect could get really obnoxious when there's like a lot more people regularly tuning in. Which, to be fair, and I want to say this right now, I love that a lot of you do regularly tune in. I love having regulars. It's really cool. Like, it makes me very excited streaming. I'm sure other streamers understand what I'm talking about there. You know, like, streamers that are here, you know, when you start to realize you're actually starting to get regulars, it's really exciting, and be like, oh shit, it's this guy again. Oh, it's this guy again. I have regulars. It's really touching, actually. Oh shit, it's the ghost in again. Yeah, exactly. No, not at all. I never said oh shit. It's just like, he's gonna make weird clips. That is true. I've got a lot of weird clips now. And I regret none of... I regret some of them. Do you like that switch? He doesn't regret a thing. He regrets some things. Okay, so if we do this, and we put our compressors, priority compressors, yes. And then if we can find a way to get pump 2s into there, that'd be even cooler. Which, I got a place. I got a place. Boop. There we go. Pump 2s into place. Okay, so now we've just got to get medium tanks and red wires, which is frustrating because they come from red wires from down here. Medium tanks are around here. Okay, science continues. Volcanism. Yes. Bring the volcanoes. We are going to start having problems with science very, very soon. I'm not too worried about it, but it is going to happen very soon. Because we did stop one of my science packs from working. It's not really anyone's fault, it's just what's going to happen. Actually, medium tank. No. It's not a raw resource. Doesn't get to go on the bus. Only cool kids get to go on the cool bus. And medium tank, you ain't no cool kid. Man, look at me being a mean girl over here. Okay. Yeah, the bus is kind of abandoned a little bit. This is about what I expect from my... On Wednesdays, we wear pink and blow up cliffs. Why wait till Wednesday? I don't get the reference, but... Hang on, if we're going to take off the mask, take it off properly. Whap. Alright. Oh, on Wednesdays we... on Wednesdays we wear pink, of course. Yes. I do get the reference. Okay, we need some red wires and then we are good. Oh! 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 Sorry, there's red wires right here. I got really excited about that. I'm sorry. Revert to monkey. We return to monkey. Oh, goodness. True monkey happened just then. True monkey percent. Tu manquais any percent. Okay. So we have one priority compressor. Now, right now, I really don't care. I do want these, I really do. But right now, I don't care. So we're going to make a stack of these. What we really do want to do, though, is get the priority compressor, and we want to compress some nitrogen. Can we turn into a surge compressor? Yeah, we need a power switch. Okay. An iron rod and a steel sheet. Okay. That's actually pretty easy to make. Iron rod, or this steel sheet, and iron rod. I don't know what you were doing there, but alright. Weird flex, but okay. What's going on there? What are you guys doing? So we've got a priority. Wait. Surge is the one that goes and uses the excess power. So that way you can compress stuff and not really have to worry about it too much. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the surge compressor right here. And sometimes we have excess power. Gosh. It happens. I was about to say I wasn't expecting this amount of sass today, but let's be honest. I should always expect this amount of sass. I know what goes on over here. I should expect that level of sass. It's not really powered right now, but it will be. If chat isn't bullying the streamer, is it even Twitch? Oh no, absolutely bully the streamer. It's absolutely fine. I know what I'm here for. I get it. I know. Don't you worry. I understand the hierarchy of the world. Oh god, I made so many things. Okay. Okay, well now we've got power problems. Blizzard may be banned from releasing games in China for up to 3 years. I mean, that's not too surprising. A lot of people have been banned from releasing games in China for a while. How's that going? We'll go auxiliary valve as well. Probably not like that though. Okay, so we've got compressed nitrogen going in there. How much power does compressed nitrogen even provide? That's probably a real good question. Okay, so compressed nitrogen is 18 kilojoules. Now I assume that's 18 kilojoules per unit. So 52 times 18 kilojoules. So it's a little less than a megajoule every time. Okay, well that's something. Of course, the surge compressor uses about that anyway. So surge compressor takes 1 sec. Yeah, so actually this thing is consuming power rather than making power, but that's okay. It's about having like an excess battery, right? There we go. Power's out. So, you know, it's got not the best, but it'll do something when it can. It's just a bit more power, right? We'll take power where we can get it, quite frankly. Power is low. Power has been low for a while. I do a lot to fix it, but unfortunately, it doesn't want to be fixed. So we could probably... What's going on over here? Why? Hang on. Why isn't this running? Is it not connected or anything? No, it's connected. I mean, these aren't running either. Maybe we need to make standard turbines. Hang on, real quick. What is this connected to? Have we cut off a connection again? Yes, we have. Do I have tech for accumulators yet? Not that I'm aware of. Okay, but we have... See this? This is the only thing connected to two halves of the base. Okay, good. So power is probably fine. These are working. Okay, so we may have slightly messed up there, but hey, you know, get used to it. Hey, we have power again. All you need to do is actually connect it. Okay. I hope aluminium's still coming in. Is it still coming in? Staring at that green line, it is not moving. Okay. That's fine. I just want to check the science real quick. I suspected this would be the case. We may need to move science. Okay. We knew this was coming. We are going to make better science than ever before. Because we were making this, we could make this. Now, all of this is actually pretty possible down here. So we'll do that. And then we'll bring a train and it'll drop the stuff off in here. Yeah. Yeah, I think though there's a few things that Blizzard's done every now and then that does actually piss off China. And you know what? Let them. I don't really care. Blizzard will just do what Blizzard does. They'll try to weasel out of it, but the Chinese government doesn't really care too much for weaseling. Okay. Okay, so we broke that again. I think we might have a better chance doing this. Alternatively, we just make more caustic solution and hope that fixes itself. That might work. Of course, once this train goes and delivers it, I anticipate that very quickly we get into a situation where the rubber would wear off immediately and we would just be like, oh, we have nothing again. And while that would suck, at least we'd have a different shortage, right? I don't know if that's actually where we want to be in life, but hey, different shortage is different shortage. So, here is thine plan. We're going to grab some of that crushed bauxite, which I know we have. Don't pretend that we don't. And then we're going to go get some belts, because we're going to immediately run out. So that would be bauxite, sand, mineral dust. I think that's the whole gambit at that point. I got one thing, massive power problems. Yeah, well, I got no response to that, so I'm just going to say yeah, well, and consider yourself told. Thank you. Not great, no. It's not great, but that's okay. We might need to grab sand, but I think sand is available in other places. I hate sand, it's coarse and rough and gets everywhere. Yeah, I memed, guys, I memed. Why do we want efficiency? When do we want it? Like, quite a while ago. Sufficient power. Damn. When do we want it? It's a good question. We've made that clear. In the next stream or so. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll try. That insulated wire just coming right in there. Acting like nobody business. Actually, what if, here's a thought we hadn't considered, guys. What if we did the science here? He might be mad. Oh, delivering some fuel. Well, if that's the case, then we definitely should do that there, because we've got a fuel train there. Now, I don't really care about these cracks in the ground. They can live there. That's fine. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to build the science right here in your backyard. Oh my god, we're going to get science right in our backyard, we are. Damn friggin' tootin'. Damn friggin' tootin'. Now, this is going to be a one-carriage train. With no carriages available. This is a disappointing train. Why do I have so many cargo wagons but no train? It's about normal, honestly. Okay, so it is material, mat science, pick. Then we need to get mat science, which is the science, of course, of mat. Now, we're going to go output priority that side. Yes. We're going to need crushed limestone. That's going to come from here. We'll put that on the bus. A belt. It's not a bus at this point. It's just a belt. What else do we need? We need mineral dust, sand, and crushed bauxite. Okay, some of those things are easier to get than others. Sand, I think we may have a problem. Mineral dust should be easy. Okay, good news, good news, good news. We have mineral dust. That was concerning for a moment. I was like, mineral dust is easy. It looks at just, behold my field of mineral dust and note that it is blank. Okay, so sand is going to be a little bit more of a problem. So, oh, we can do it soon. What if we did this? Okay, what if we did this? Because we got gravel, right? We do have gravel. What if we turn some of the gravel into sand and mineral dust? As opposed to, what are we doing with the gravel at the moment? Just turning to mineral dust. Sand is actually easy to get rid of anyway. Hang on, we don't need sand. Sand comes from the bauxite. It's fine. Okay, now's my favorite part where it's kind of too long for a train. Oh, sorry, too short for a train, but too long for a belt, so we're just going to belt it. Is he proud? No. Is he doing it anyway? Yeah. What we also want to do is we want to use that sand. We want that sandy goodness. You know, insert iron ore. I don't want iron ore. Yeah, Veldek was around. You'd be about right. Stick to my guns. Oh, which guns? There's probably a better way to do what I'm doing here. I'm gonna stick to my guns. Guns are illegal. Spaghetti guns. Oh yeah, no, don't worry. Spaghetti is my brand. Which would be wonderful. I could get a spaghetti sponsorship. Then spaghetti truly would be my brand. Guys, should I try to get like a spaghetti sponsorship? Ah, it'd be the best thing. SeiferKatt sponsored by spaghetti. It would be the best brand deal ever. And by best, I don't really mean best, but it would be kind of a funny one. We don't have Olive Garden in New Zealand, so I don't know. I don't know if they'd be interested in having me. So that's 3. Okay. Barilla, no we do not. Unfortunately, the only spaghetti company I could think of would probably be like New Zealand exclusive, and I don't know if there's really going to be that much market in that. But spaghetti companies, call me. Okay, so that's going to get our mineral dust. What we're going to do is put the mineral dust on the bottom of the bus. The dust bus. It's a dust buster! Sorry, I got really excited about that for no real reason. And then on the top of the dust bus, It's like Das Boot. Das Bus. Okay, we're gonna crush some limestone. That is gonna give me limestone. Ah, shoot, it's gonna be stone rather. Darn it. Alright, I gotta go ask Panda that question. I will be back in just a moment. Okay, I got some good news for you. Briella is actually available in New Zealand. So that's what Panda said. She said Briella. Which mod pack is this? This is the Nihilus mod pack. I know you're asking chat, but you're getting the answer from me. Bam. There's a trustworthy response. It's up to you to decide, I suppose. I mean, this is from the same guy who didn't even know what spaghetti he eats. And you know, how can you trust a man who doesn't know about spaghetti? You don't trust me? That's fair. I barely trust myself some days. There's no reason to trust me. Okay, chat. What mod pack is this? If I'm not trustworthy, you gotta answer the question because I can't anymore. Now I just have to reach out for sponsorship. Absolutely, I do. Thank you for following Windsinger EU as opposed to Windsinger US or AU or OCE. Feel free to ask any questions you want. I will answer them, or we'll force chat to answer them if you don't trust me. That works too. And we're at 299 now, I think. Update. Yeah, 299 followers. Damn, almost at the legendary 300. Okay, we're gonna get stone out of the way. Okay, and wait, you're not stone. Get out of there. Okay, awesome. I did see Nullius, yes, I did. Oh god, migraines suck. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, so the idea is that we're starting from absolutely no life, and eventually I think we're going to create life. I don't know, that's what I've been told. Right now, the only life here is me, and even that's suspicious because apparently I'm an android. Just to be clear, the character, not me. Ooh, that was dangerous. This is the Borrelia mod pack. They replace all the ores with different types of pasta, angel hair, and penne. I'd play it. I'd play that mod pack. Oh, goodness. Vlad, that's funny. Okay. It just occurred to me that I did not need to do what I've just done. We're going back! Upgrade all your processes from tomato to pesto. Oh, I've made a mistake, guys. I know this doesn't happen very often. It happens all the time. But I forgot that I'd already built this line, and I don't really want to spend like I'm fine with spending 200 belts on dumb shit, but doing it twice, that goes beyond my limit. Garlic modules, yes. God, yeah, I would play this mod. The more you guys joke about it, the more I'm like, I want in. How do I download this mod? You guys know I'd play it. I've played dumb. No, actually, I haven't played dumber things. Oh, goodness. I feel like that might be a mod the community would have to make for itself. I think we can't, no offense, Bob, but I don't think we can count on you on this one. There's a lot of questions about what just happened there. You know what? No, there's a lot of questions about what just happened there, and it's all terrible. Okay. I don't know what inspired me there, but it was not anything good. Do it. Okay. Now I think we're good. Output priority. Sorry, input priority should be this side, otherwise it jams up things. Output priority is that side. And then it's going to get rid of the rest of the dust. Okay, awesome. Okay, so that means I don't need silica processing right now. What do I need for volcanism? Well one. Well, well, well. 3 of them. Uh, 3 wells. Well, well, well. We laugh so we don't cry. I mean, yeah, probably true too. Okay. So presumably oil processing happens much earlier. Oh yeah, because you gotta get your olive oil, don't you? From trees. You gotta get your olives. Oh, but no, don't get the olives, just the olive oil. I just remembered how much I hate olives. It's all about me here. What I want is most important. Gosh. How rude can one guy be, huh? We're not doing a poll on olives again. Last time we did that, it was a tie. We haven't done a poll in a while, actually. Most polls come out as ties, so I'm not going to do one today, but just realizing we haven't done one in a little while. I mean, I already know the result of them, that's why. It's going to be a tie. It's always a tie. Got to craft rolling pins. What is the equivalent of biters in this pasta mod? Spaghetti mod? Eaters. Well, you know what? Honestly, I should have seen that one coming. I guess they're just going to eat pasta, aren't they? I mean, Gadoy. Yeah, you don't want olives. No, olives can get out. Not a fan. I know people like olives. We've had this argument before, but it's kind of wrong. Oh, we've got a really cool wave going on. Look at that. Ooh. Oh, it stopped. Well, shit. I was enjoying that. I was going to go ride that train, but then I realized there's no actual locomotives there, so it's not going to be particularly useful. But the important thing is we are still making stuff. Rubber is not terrible. No, rubber's still pretty bad, actually. Yeah, insulated wires is just a problem. Unfollow doesn't like olives. Well, that just means more olives for you. You want to encourage this dislike of olives so that way you can get more olives for yourself. That's the argument I'm going to try and make. But, you know, I know you're joking, but at the same time, you do what you like. I assume you're joking. I guess I can't truly know, can I? Insulated wires are being a problem. Yay! I made a good argument. That's rare. Correct. Okay. How are we doing? We needed trains. I remember this. I mean, people can unfollow for whatever reason. Like, I really want. If people are enjoying the stream, then awesome. Come by, hang out. If you don't like it, then you don't have to. I, I know it's a joke, but at the same time, like, you can never really tell with people. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be like held at the mercy of like, do this or I unfollow. I'm like, all right, unfollow then. Like, meh. It's fine. My self-worth is not based on numbers. Although we are really close to that 300. Just saying, if you're not following and you're enjoying yourself, do follow. A special meow just for you. I'm just going to say meow if you follow. Usually I don't. That's weird. I'll be right back. I've run out of water. Just a second, guys. You know the rules? Post-ducks. All right, I am back. Oh, hey, Maholic, and party of two. Oh, welcome. Speaking of things I regret from the stream, I'll meow if you follow. I meow for a lot of reasons. I don't go by SeiferKatt for no reason. Oh goodness, that was not the duck I expected. Just finished. Awesome. How long did it take you? Congratulations. No more torture. We'll wait until you hear about the new mod we've devised. Do you really want some spaghetti mod? Extra spaghetti? 233. That's not bad. Okay, so we got to figure out a place where to put this science train. The science train is coming. Okay. So that's going to be full cargo or time past 300 seconds. 600 seconds. Okay, so that will be fine. Extra bees. Yeah. Odds, right? So you got any plans for the next one, Mahalik? Yeah, Vlad, if you're wondering about things that I regret from the stream, I have the Discord, which I do not have a Discord button. So I have to... There you go. Discord. Go to the Discord and check the clips. There is a bunch of really just dumb shit that I've done. Some of it I regret, some of it I don't. Wearing the cat mask and being... The cat mask is usually 90% of what I regret, to be fair. I love the cat mask, but I still regret everything about it. Where's my science there? Okay. Lazy cat. I haven't set up, so I didn't know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Ah, K2SE, right. So, what the plan here is to do is we're going to do like another train station of sorts here. So this one is going to have a bunch of abilities of things coming in and out. You know, I never actually hydrated. I went and got water and then I didn't do it. Bad cat. There you go. Oh, goodness. Bad little kitty. Yeah, that's the one I regret the most. That's the one. Curious to see how far out I build my trains. Yeah, it should be interesting. Yeah, that's a clip I regret. Well, it happened. Nothing I can do about it now. Okay. Well, these purple signs are still coming through. So what was I here for? Train tracks. Or rail, as they call it. Gotta get railed. Okay. You just take like 5 stacks, or 10 stacks of them, and then eventually they'll get used. I really do need to continue bricking everything up. Oof. You're doing space exploration, I assume? Hey, Shrubbery General and Party of 7, welcome everyone. For those who don't know me, I am SeiferKatt, and we are doing Nullius. Ah, of course, Seablock, you'd mentioned that, derp. Yeah, we're doing Nullius right now, and it is, it's going interesting. Fair warning, I am a spaghetti chef, and, witness my spaghetti. I don't know why I said it like that. That's probably vaguely racist. Did someone say derp? Probably. I don't know. It sounds like something I might say. So, what we're going to do is this is going to be where the science comes in. So we're going to do that. You were summoned. What, if someone says derp, you appear. Is this how this works? 3 days into the game, so you have no idea. Oh man, okay. So what you are witnessing right now is not regular Factorio. We are playing a mod. It is a long mod. It probably takes about 250 hours, I've heard. Or actually, what was it? 233 hours. So it's a long mod, whereas regular Factorio probably takes about 40 hours or so. On your first go. Oh, thank you very much. And Shrubbery General, thank you so much for the follow. That is 300. So a special meow to you. I never do that, but you get it for being 300. Thank you so much. If you have any questions about Factorio in general, please do feel free to ask. I have been playing Factorio for longer than I care to admit. And yeah. Flour replaces iron, salt replaces copper, yeast replaces... We have to grow trees? Yeah. Exactly. You're at 90 plus, never had a single piece of blue science. Oh, goodness. Well, that's okay. Like, everyone plays Factorio at their own rate. There's no wrong way to play Factorio. That's my actual opinion. I am at... How many hours am I at these days? 1,800 hours. Yeah, and there's still a lot I have to learn. So, yeah. Don't worry. Like, everyone plays Factorio differently, and I think that's honestly one of the truest beauties of this game. That there is no real wrong way to play. Well, yeah, okay, that's true. The wrong way to play is you don't enjoy your time. That's valid. You're not having fun. Maybe have fun. Learn how to have fun. It does remind me of a board game that I quite like, Dungeon Lords, where in the manual it says, like, you know, during the tutorial part, it's like, if your friends aren't understanding this part, just don't play this game, play a different game. And I always just kind of adore that, because it's like, how often does a game say, yeah, don't play this game if you're not enjoying this? Games don't say that. They should, but they don't. But they should. Okay, Aluminium, still kind of tragic. Get jammed again. Damn it. Lazy Aluminium. Yeah, C-Block is good stuff. There are truly a few games that need warnings they don't have. That is true. Oh no. What have you linked? The mariachi band. Damn it. I would love to have more mariachi bands just show up in my life. Like, I don't really, not a big fan of it, but I still want it. Well, I mean, some people play Factorio with like remarkably little spaghetti. I don't understand it. I think they're like witches. I don't want to offend witches, but I think they might be witches. Okay, this chlorine problem is really just getting to us, isn't it? Maybe if we do this. So we keep, yeah, chlorine is full again. Okay, my suggestion of how to better spaghetti. This is actually an honest answer from one spaghetti chef to another. The answer of how you do best spaghetti is do big spaghetti. Okay? If you make your spaghetti really big and give yourself plenty of space, you'll be fine, right? Because that way you can expand it. Because what you need to know about spaghetti is spaghetti expands when cooked. So build bigger. If there's space between builds, it's not really spaghetti. Yeah, it is. Are you telling me that's not spaghetti? That's pretty spaghetti. Build bigger, exactly. And then realize you build bigger, build with more space. That's my advice. Like, I can't tell you how to build well, but I can tell you how to build badly. It could be worse, it could also be better. That's true. Can you throw your face at the wall with sticks? You've cooked it to perfection. Look, honestly, there are times I would like to throw my base against the wall. I think we all look at my base sometimes and think that. Okay, we're going to do something here. We're going to put a... Do we have speakers still? We do. Great. Hmm. I think of a good way to do the speakers. Actually, okay, this looks fine. So if we go speaker, 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 we want to read. Okay, and we're going to go aluminium hydroxide equals 0. Do we need sounds? No, that's too scary. We've done sounds before. It was very bad. It was very scary. Okay. We did have a start control. But it's not 0. Why are you doing this? It's not broken. Is that not aluminium hydroxide? It is. Oh, I know what I'm doing. It's gonna be hold. Yep. Okay, we're good. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at this. The center of Solburn's base. Let's have a look at it. Map shot. Oh, look at that. That's cute. That's a nice base you got there. That's clean. Very clean. You must be very proud. Proud factory dad over here. Okay. So the plan is that if this would fail, we're going to get the music to play. If the music plays, then we know we've got a problem. That's the theory I've got. Is it a good theory? I don't know, but it's what I got. Oh wait, because then it starts ditching. Would we go wrong with another one? I don't know. I feel like more caustic solution would not be a bad option. Anyway, whatever. Science, we had science drop. Science is being researched right now in your house. You better believe it. Believe it. Oh god, I never saw the English version of Naruto. Naruto. I don't know why I see it. I'm gonna be a weeb about it. I'm gonna say it properly. I don't care. Uh-oh, my wife's behind me. What's up? I have a cat bowl, yes. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna get a snack. Being a good cat, I get a snack. It's a rule. It's not a rule, it's just what happens sometimes. Sometimes see for snacks. The pastor is naughty and must be punished. Ooh. Whip the pastor. No, that's getting weird. I promise you, no weird Factorio streaming today. I promise no one that. I couldn't promise you non-weird Factorio streaming. Even if I wanted to. Okay, we need to probably start planning another thing now, though. First off, we're going to do a couple more labs. Maybe power. Is it time for more power? Maybe time for more power. Always time for more power. Yeah, is this connected? This is connected too. actually surprised that the backup turbines failed so badly. Why did you fail so badly? I don't know. We don't have. How did the backup turbines fail so badly? No, Calidus is plenty powered. Thank you very much. Mug a much. You're a mug a much. Thank you. I have some accumulators. They started the game with me. You only start off with a few accumulators. You don't get any more than that. Output full. Ow. Oh. Okay, I see a problem that we've made. Maybe we just need to do this. Okay, that's probably going to help a lot. So yes, I do have accumulators, but I can't build anymore. That's just how the game starts. Help a lot. Oh, the allot's back. It's the daily allotment. Why do we not have more? I thought we'd have more steam for certain. But apparently not. Okay. We've got heat exchangers, so let's just do another couple of heat exchangers. That should help, hopefully. Get that out of the way, get that out of the way, get that out of the way. Don't forget to put that back when we're done. Question. Yes, I forgot to put it back. Not C block. It's a very non-C block C block. There's Nullius, completely different mod. How much does that actually make per second? Yeah, that's probably fine. What's your problem? Not enough seawater. Oh no. Oh no. But we need more seawater then, don't we? I don't know why I said oh no. I apologize. Okay. So the extra seawater should help. Yeah. Not sure I get that one, but that's okay. No, that's too much. That's too much Japanese. All I say is oh no.
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Thank you for following Dr. Michaels. Congratulations on your doctorate. I knew you could do it. Oh no, we're not doing friggin' Ponyo, are we? Yeah, Dr. Michaels, if you've got any questions, feel free to sing out. If you just want to lurk, that's totally fine too. It's up to you how much you participate. Train signals are tough. Train signals are very tough to learn. I say that being someone who stuffs up train signals all the time. Like, constantly. So much it's almost comical now. Okay, so what are we actually working on? We're walking backwards and forwards for no real reason. So what are we trying to make? Well, we're going to be able to make these very soon, and that might not be a bad idea. As long as we keep technology going. Oh goodness gracious, 13 hours and then Factorio, and then oh goodness, yeah, you must be exhausted. Yes, haste modules, yes. Let's do modules. What do we do? Volcano gas. Modules. Okay, tell you what. We'll set up modules to be done. Not yield modules. Not speed modules. What's the other one I want? He's already forgotten, folks. Efficiency modules. It was efficiency. Okay. 11 hours of Rocket League and then started Factorio. Oh boy, that's a day. That's one hell of a day you put yourself in. Where's my oxygen? Today, oxygen has truly not been included. Everyone laughs, but seriously, where's my oxygen? Low power. Well, I can't say I'm really surprised. Low power happens all the time, apparently. Okay, I know where oxygen is, I just didn't know why I didn't have it. And, it's power. It's always power. When do I get regular solar panels, like the ones I don't have to care about as much? It's coming, actually. It's not far. And then we can just... Alright, well thanks, Vlad, for coming by. Okay. Well, these solar panels are going to be much easier, because then we can just place them. They don't allow the storage of steam as much, but honestly, given how well steam's working for me at the moment, I think that's fine. Volcano pump. What is it called? Extractor? Yes. Ah, a volcano pump. Yes, I know them well. Okay, so we need green wires. Now, we don't make green wires at the moment, and that's not going to help us. So, 5 red wires makes 4 green wires. What? Why? Does 4 green wires make 3 red wires? No. Okay, well, that's fine. It doesn't really bother me. It's just weird. Okay. I don't think we're doing anything with that. We can make modules down here, right? If I had to take a guess, I would assume modules require other modules. Yeah. That sounds about what I'd expect, honestly. Okay. Because now is not the time for crying. Crying is in about 3 minutes. It's not time for crying now. Okay. Pull yourself together, Seif. Okay, now, what I'm doing here is I'm going to look at these things and go, do I actually need these things anymore? Iron rods. What are these used for? A lot of that stuff I've already made. I don't think I need iron rods anymore. I don't think I've needed them for a while. Just double check. Make that, 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 make that. Don't make that. But if we make power switches, we won't need iron rods anymore. Gosh, we need insulated wires. Just so much. I don't even care anymore. Just put the bloody train into action, please. It doesn't need to be filled. It just needs to go. Look at that train. It's moving 56 kilometers an hour. Do not get scared. Do not be afraid, people. I know it's very fast moving, but you'll be okay. It's very slow. But yeah, if I make a power switch, I'll never need iron rods again. Don't know where I'll possibly make it. It's getting kind of messy over here. We'll figure it out. Look, you know what? Let's not focus on 5 things at once. Let's actually get one thing made, shall we? I think what we can do is pull this over here. And there was another thing that looked like it was going to be on a bus of some description. Oh, it was that. Okay. Okay. So, what do we need? We need red wires turned to green wires. Easy enough. We need logic and arithmetic and logic and memory. Okay. Well, no matter how you see it, we always need red wires to go away. It doesn't matter how you see it, it's always going to happen this way. Okay, it looks like the alarm is going off. I think turning it down was a very good idea. Oh. Doesn't look like it's broken, it just looks like power sucks. That's rare. Power's all over the place. That's okay, we will get that sorted one day, he says, for the 16th millionth time. Let's just check how caustic solution's going. Let's put that at 15. Disabled. Oh my goodness, no. Is this why it's been broken the whole time? Probably. Ah, yes. Future Seif. There's a whole mythology about Future Seif. There's a big war going on. No one really wins. That's the important thing to note. I mean, you'll never get everything done, that's the thing. You can try to get everything done, but you won't. Don the mask? Alright, Veldak, if you insist, I shall wear the mask! What a mask wearing today? One thing is, caustic solution is being made. We probably need to get rid of the saline water, actually, honestly. Like, I know we could keep it, but it's probably just easier to just dump it. Train sounds! Because, I mean, otherwise just power, and power is infinite. I mean, we're short on it, but it's not the point I'm trying to make. Backup turbines are going alright at the moment. Oh yeah, Veldek, what'd you buy? Tell me about the t-shirt. You know me, I'm rather fond of t-shirts. Aluminium broke again. I'm not sure it did. I can hear it saying it's broken, but I don't believe you. Yeah, power just crapped out. Oh, did he post it on the, What? Oh. Yeah, are you mad? Fine. Okay. We are trying to create 100 megawatts of power, and we do not have near that capacity. You know what we could do after this is backup turbine 2s, which do need power switches, and heat exchanger 2s. Have heat exchanger 2s? We don't. My base generates a couple of megawatts. Yeah, that's not untrue. But the important thing is aluminium is coming through. Oh, science complete. Huzzah. Just keep sciencing. One day we will have power in a better place. I don't know when, but one day. Not today. Ellen Yom Yom. Well, aluminium seems to be doing a little bit better now that we've got more things there. It's even making these, which means it's probably going to run out of rubber very soon. Yep, it is. I expected this. I never planned for it, but I expected it. I never planned to fix it. I was just like, yeah, that's going to happen. Don't you worry about it. Just understand. Wait, I got like 3 solar panels here. I don't know how or why, but I better put them down. Like an extra somewhat 100 kilowatts of power, like 300 kilowatts of power. It's not a huge amount, but it's something. I was trying to remember what I was going for. I was going for belts. Just regular belts. Anyway, people, I think what we're going to do is we're going to make this and then... Oh, let's have a look. Oh, yeah. There. Cotton shirt with buttons. Is that a t-shirt, though? I don't know if I call that a t-shirt. Alright everyone, well you know what, we're going to call it for the night. I think I was going to do this, but you know, otherwise you get to the situation... It's stuck on my head and I can't get it off. Otherwise you get to the situation where you go, oh, I'm just going to do this and then I'll stop. I'll just do this and then I'll stop. And then I'll just do this and I'll stop. And then you never stop. Also, it appears... maybe we'll just fix this train. Fix this train and then we'll stop. How about that? So just never stop. Yeah, I got work in the morning. I would love to not stop, but I do have to sleep and I do have to go to work. Unfortunately, the thing about being an adult is you do have responsibilities. I know, it sucks. Anyway, show fixed this train. Tell you what, next Thursday we'll get power done. We're going to spend a good amount of time on power. Okay? Radar's down. That thing is jammed. Ah, no, the train jams are happening. It's alright. Another day for future. Another problem for future Seif. Okay, so let's end the stream now. So, poof, explosions of cats. Wait for the cats to go away. Thank you everyone for being here today. I've really appreciated you spending your time with me today. If you've enjoyed today and that was it, Sam Vane, you are on it. Thank you so much for the follow. If you have been enjoying today's stream and you'd like to follow, please do. I would appreciate it. And you know, it's the best way for you to come back here and witness this madness continuing. I'm about to have train jams. There's a meme for this. I mean, of course there's a meme for this. Also, when I'm trying to do this part, everyone likes to play sound effects. So if you're just like lurking, play the sound effects now. It's just what everyone does right now. And I try to keep talking through it, and it fails every single time. Anyway. Where was I? I've just started. If you've really enjoyed today, you can also sub or donate or cheer bits. But of course, do not feel like you have to. It's just an option that you can take if you want to. Meow. As you can see, people are posting the Discord and YouTube links. There is a Discord link down below where you can click it there. There's also youtube.com/SeiferKatt where you can this is hard, guys. This is really hard. You can go to youtube.com/SeiferKatt, and that is where I post these videos. So if you want to go back to the very start of this run, you can do that. youtube.com/SeiferKatt. If you want to see a C-block run, which is really badly designed, that's there too. You want to see a space exploration run? Oh yeah. You want to see a sushi belt run? Yeah. That run's a disaster. That run's an absolute disaster that failed at some point. There's also a Bob's run with a maze mod attached. The Blood Belt was bad. The Blood Belt was very, very bad. You can see I do a spiel every time because everyone knows what I'm going to say. I say the same thing every time. What else can I say? Well, not much, honestly. We're just done. Amazing Bob. That was it. That was it. I really need to fix up this layout because it's a bit broken since I moved computers. But that's okay. We'll fix that by the next stream, I imagine. Amazing Bubs, how sweet the sound. All right. Thank you very much for being here, and I'll catch you next time.